Welcome to the second edition of the podcast where we are going to review the new 2021 Mortal Kombat movie. First, I'd like to introduce Pete and PJ, who are my co-hosts. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Just so you guys know when someone's talking, you know who it is. Anyway, we're going to get into it. First, I want to know your thoughts of what was your general thoughts on the movie, and what do you give it out of 10? PJ, you go first.
I give it a 5 out of 10 since it was decent, but nothing can be really perfect. Like, some parts just look stupid, like the fucking power shit, and you know how you mentioned earlier before this podcast, the fucking Liu Kang with the sun shit. So yeah,
there's a lot of
originally my first spot was 7, but I downed it by 2 points, so it's good, but not the best.
Pete?
For me, I liked it. I went into that movie. I was more excited that we're finally getting another MK movie, and from what I was hearing online, the guys were putting in a lot of effort. From the trailer, I liked the way everyone was looking. Yeah, sure, in the trailer, some of the special effects and some of the fight scenes looked a bit questionable, but in the movie, it's a mix of some scenes the effects look good and some don't. Like, my biggest offender when it came to the effects was Raiden's eyes. They should have just made them like white, glowing, not trying to look like you're seeing his pupils. It's weird. The movie itself, if I didn't say it already, it's a 7. It's enjoyable. It's fun. It's a movie I've seen twice, and I could watch again. It's just like one of those movies that's just fun and silly. But as far as video game movies go, we've never really had a seriously good one. So a lot of people say Silent Hill's the best. I disagree. I think it's just shit. It's convoluted, and it starts strong, but it goes bad. And this is from someone that likes horror movies and the Silent Hill games. The original MK movie is definitely still the best video game movie, but I'd say this is definitely right behind it. There's definitely things they could have done better in the movie, but overall, like, without banging on too much, I thought it was good, it was entertaining, it definitely has its flaws, and if you're going to nitpick, you're going to find so many things that'll give you the shits. Mm-hmm. But they just didn't do a great job with some of the main characters too, that's another problem, I think.
Yeah, we'll
but it didn't. Yeah, didn't take away from the fact I enjoyed the movie. It's a guilty pleasure movie, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Me personally, I thought it was a 4 out of 10. Really below average movie. The only thing that made up for this movie was probably the graphics. The graphics were actually okay, but other than that, all the producing stuff, like some of the scenes, the way they cut, the way they banged on about fight scenes was they really they explained it to us like to be a raid level fighting, like fighting scenes, which it really was not. But yeah, the overall movie was just a total flop. That's for me. But yeah, moving on. Does anyone want to bring up a topic first? They really want to talk about.
I'd say the characters they got right, and then the ones they got wrong.
Okay, so who do you guys think they got right, PJ?
Definitely Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Definitely, you can't really get wrong with those. And the wrong is probably like Liu Kang-ish a little bit, and Melina. Just not because her skin tone, but just the mouth. Like, she didn't have the fucking thing.
And she wasn't even in the movie for that long.
Yeah. And Shang, like, he was good, but he didn't really do any Shang shit. He was just there.
Yeah. Pete?
Apart from when we first see him.
Yeah.
And Raiden was just a cunt.
Yeah, Raiden was a dick.
Yeah, Raiden was not Raiden in this movie.
Yeah.
As I say, I reckon Raiden's part of the blame why Kung Lao died. It's weird too that He's so worried about Shang Tsung invading their bloody their safe space.
Yeah.
You made a good point the other night. Why didn't he just warp them into that area where they could have trained in peace? The Void, yeah, they would have been completely safe there. And he can warp them out. But the thing is, there's a scene with Raiden, like the first time we encounter him, he's kind of like, you're all shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't really do anything to help them. And then he tells, like, Cole Young to just get stuffed, get out of here, because he's like, you're hopeless. And then Cole Young, figures his shit out and gets his ability. And then Raiden somehow can sense it, and he's like, come on back. You're cool now. But what does he do? He brings him back into the most, dangerous situation.
Yeah.
And because of that, he gets fucking Kung Lao killed, because Kung Lao's like, what the fuck, Raiden, and tries to save the guy's life.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Back on the topic, was that?
Yeah,
Kano was also my favorite. Kano. He was also my favorite. He was the most funniest cunt.
I think we can all agree that Kano was probably the best character in this movie.
Yeah, the actor was
This is the best iteration of Kano.
The only problem I had with Kano, he doesn't have the metal eye.
Yeah.
But that's it.
I agree completely.
Even better than the games. Kano was that good.
They couldn't have done him better.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they've set the standard almost.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying to me that they like the director likes Kano.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder if he likes Kano as much as he liked the others. Maybe would have got a better impression.
I don't know.
Cole Young shouldn't have been in the film.
It's just a whole. That's just a whole writing problem from the start. It didn't need to bring a new character in, but
yeah.
Who was the guy in MKX who was like a ninja and he was blind?
Kenshi.
I think he was Kenshi. Don't you think Cole Young could have been Kenshi?
No.
No.
Or who's the one with the chains? It's kind of like
chains.
Well, it's not really like a chain. It's like he's like a ninja and he flings them around. I might be still thinking of Kenshi.
That's Scorpion by the sounds of it.
No, it's like a whip kind of. They're like spikes.
Oh, that's Takeda.
Yeah, don't you think he'd make a good Takeda?
I think Lewis 10 would have made a better second Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I saw someone saying that he should have been just like the new Sub-Zero, essentially.
Yeah, he would have been.
Because we're probably going to get another bloody Sub-Zero, because we all know
how the story goes.
He's going to become new.
Become Sub-Zero.
With so what was the how do I put it?
Oh, Jax.
Oh my God, Jax.
And we got to touch on Sonya as well, and we definitely have to touch on Liu Kang. Do you want to start with Liu Kang now?
No. Do you want to leave the biggest for last?
Yeah. Let's talk about Jax first before I lose my shit.
Alright.
There you go. Jax was okay. It's like Jax didn't need to be in the movie though. He was just there to lose his arms.
Yeah, and he wasn't in the original cast of the MK1 game, so...
Yeah, he came into MK2. Yeah.
They could have scrapped Jax for Johnny Cage, I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that they left him for the sequel. They didn't really need to do everything in one go, but because of the story and the way they approached it,
it makes sense with this movie. I've always banged on about this. If you're trying to create a Mortal Kombat universe, which they are, because they've said that, they just cram too much information into one movie. Could you imagine if the MCU started with the Avengers movie? Everyone would have been like, who the fuck is Loki?
True.
Yeah. And in regards to Jax, I do agree with you. He's a bit, he doesn't really add much. I think they did a good job with him. I think they did a great job with him, but he's one of the people that's out there is trying to find characters, unlike fucking Raiden, who's just sitting on his ass.
Yeah,
Raiden really is a bum in this fucking movie.
yeah, pretty much.
He doesn't do anything except get mad at people.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But my question is, like, fucking, why is Jax's special ability is just the arms? Like, what?
Yeah, his
I like
arcana
that.
was to grow arms.
You know what his fucking special ability should have been?
Could have been
You know
the
the
heat
purple-
missiles or the
Not the
projectiles.
heat,
The purple ones,
projectiles,
yeah.
the purple ones, yeah.
That would be
Oh,
sick.
he'll probably still get that. I didn't mind that. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I still don't get it. How the fuck did he get the fucking extra metal to get bigger arms? Like, ooh.
Well, this is as illogical as fucking Kano shooting a laser at his eyeball.
Yeah,
They're all pretty dumb.
The game for Kano for the fucking mechanic shit, but what are you gonna do?
I reckon the dumbest thing is that they're all saying they're born with this mark, yet somehow if you kill them, you get the mark. Why didn't they touch on that?
This is a
kills
problem with the writing again.
That's just so stupid.
Yeah.
So, like, anyone could get that mark?
You know, the Arcana was a good idea in theory on paper, but it was so poorly executed in this movie.
They could have done a way better job on it.
Yeah. It's
Like,
like characters like Kano, Sonya, Jax, all their powers in the games,
Are mechanics.
come from technology.
Yeah, technology. So they don't really need a Arcana. Like you said
Yeah.
before, like earlier, like yesterday, you said that fucking Kano's Arcana should have been the Kano ball, and I would have. I agree.
Right. Like, he could have been, like, evil with the eye, with the metal face, and then his Arcana is a Kano ball. Like, that's pretty much his whole moveset.
And Jax's Arcana can just be the purple fucking projectile he had in old games, and I don't know about Sonya yet, but we may fucking figure out what her Arcana should have been, but...
I mean, she does a lot of gymnastic stuff, so it's like...
Yeah.
What do you even give her?
Yeah, Arcana.
I would have found it funny. You notice how in this movie, Shang Tsung's hitting on Natara, but like doesn't give a shit about Sonya. Where in the original, every time he sees Sonya, he's like, "Oh."
Yeah, like Sonya's not even Sonya in this movie. She's
No,
Serena.
she looks like Serena. That's it. And as I said, she looks like she works at BWS.
She literally, all she did in this movie was throw knives like she was Serena.
And she killed Kano, so it was a job.
Yeah.
What did she throw at his eye? Was it like Ajax?
No,
Acetone.
it was like, you know... Well,
Yeah, that's what the fuck it was.
Ajax.
Yeah.
Oh, that scene was shit.
Oh my god. Here's a gnome, I'll stick it in your eye and you're dead, Kano.
yeah, fucking hell.
Kano
I
died
was
from a
surprised-
freaking gnome.
Yeah, but
They
again,
killed
they
a lot
did
of people.
They did touch up on the fucking... Like how he spat on the gnome, so I like that. You got killed by it.
Oh, this scene was gross. It looks like freaking cum.
Bro, my problem is, how the fuck are they gonna make a second movie while they killed most of the main characters off?
Well, Shang Tsung did say at the end, "Oh, next time you see me, I'm gonna have an army." So he's probably just gonna bring them all back.
Yeah,
You
but
know
how?
what?
Reverend
This
Man's
movie
Spectres or what?
was basically like... They try to merge a shitty version of MK1 and MK2 together
Yes.
without Shao Kahn. So, the next movie, don't be surprised if Motaro shows up or some shit.
You know what it reminds me of? Because the fact that it's about let's all start training and then Shang Tsung wants to keep coming along and fucking up their training.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Karate Kid. You know, like the students from the different schools messing with each other? Like, why did he just kept coming back every chance he got? Like, shouldn't Shang Tsung just be on his island doing his thing or whatever?
He's just a tournament fucking organizer. That's all he is.
Yeah.
And then he's like the boss of the first game. That's it.
Yeah, but it looks like fucking Shao Kahn's dead in this, or like doesn't exist. Like he's just an ancient god.
Who knows?
Well, what about Onaga then? If he's Shao Kahn like praised and everything.
Oh
you know what
no,
I'm saying?
please, let's not talk about it. Let's keep him out of this shitty universe, please. He's better than
Alright.
this.
Who was the guy with the hammer?
Reiko. Oh my god.
Right.
That's,
I want to be Shao Kahn.
Is that all he does? He just walks in going, oh.
that's not. That's not even what Reiko's supposed to be. Like, Reiko is supposed to have, like, you know the Kiss face paint?
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to have that on his face, and he's supposed to be covered in armor with spikes. He does have a hammer, but it's not super huge.
Unless it's MK4, then he just like doesn't have huge spikes. But
Yeah.
Did anyone else, like, look at him and somehow think he looked a bit like Thanos?
no, I thought
Yeah,
it was
he was like Thanos' like shitty little cousin.
Yeah,
Just
there
a
was just
spoiled
something.
little cousin.
The skin tone, there's maybe his chin. There was just something weird about it. It was like,
Yeah.
it wasn't a huge. Yeah, he was a bit of a throwaway character. Oh yeah, Cabal. What do you guys reckon of him? I thought he was good.
Cabal looked good. He looked really, really good.
Like he's burnt stuff. Like I don't know why, but like he's fucking flesh when he got burnt. This looks like worn out clothing to me.
That's what Reiko's supposed to look like, by the way.
Oh, they completely got his look wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, who are we talking about? Cabal. Cabal looked amazing. His special effects were amazing. His fight scenes were some of the best fight scenes in the movie because he used his powers while fighting, which is very Cabal-like. But he sounded like a fucking Manhattan, New York fucking barber.
He's going to sell him a New York pizza.
He was like, yo, this is your boy Cabal, man. It's like, no, what the fuck? He's supposed to sound dead.
No, he's not supposed to sound that dead.
Yeah, but like he's struggling to breathe at least.
MK9, he wasn't sound that much of a dead. He just sounded like he had a fucking thing on him.
Yeah, at least he sounded like that, not like he's trying to sell him a $5 slice of pizza.
Cabal,
I did.
he smoked too much cigarettes.
What was that?
Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Alright. And then it's... I don't know. I don't even know where... I just don't understand where they got all the information for these fucking characters. It's like they didn't play the fucking games.
This movie's inadvertently sucking the energy out of our review.
It fucking
out
is.
of our souls.
It fucking is. Let's get on to Liu Kang so I can lose my shit. Right.
Yes.
Alright. The actor, bad choice. I've always thought it's been a bad choice. Even though he's super ripped and he has martial arts background, which really doesn't fucking matter
He doesn't have
in this movie because all the fight scenes were pretty much shit. Right, and then fucking, this is not a Liu Kang problem, but when he shows up for the first time in the movie, he walks over the hill where there's a sunset, like he's fucking Simba from fucking Lion King, right? And then he walks over to Sonya Kano and fucking Cold Dickhead, and he's like, hey guys, and it's magically fucking daytime. Fucking director's cutscenes are fucking bullshit. And then he goes to the fucking Raiden temple. He's like, yes, this is my shithole temple that Raiden is at. Yes, have a look at this dank shit, like fucking Maximilian said. Have a look at this fucking cool-ass picture. Have a look at this. Have a look at that. And then he acts like a fucking smartass, which Liu Kang is not a fucking smartass, on top of that. They took his backstory away, sometimes, but rarely. And then he's supposed to be the chosen one, but they gave that to fucking Kung Lao. And he's supposed to be a better fighter than Kung Lao, but he's fucking not. And then he does some stupid sweep shit on Kano. And then his bicycle kick was fucked.
Bro, he didn't have the size of Liu Kang.
No, he did not. He was ripped, but he didn't have the size.
That was the best scene for Liu Kang when he flexed, and that was it.
Bro, and the fucking shit he wore, this made him look so little. Like, if he wore the jacket, like, from MK11 or that, then I fucking wouldn't get mad at all. 'Cause, you know.
Sonya was like bigger than him.
Sonya was big. Kano was bigger than him. It was so fucking...
Yeah, Kano was bigger. That shouldn't have been the case.
Yeah.
It's like the two biggest dudes were... Well, Jax understandably, but outside of Jax, it's like straight to bloody...
Yeah. I literally banged on about this before the movie. I saw the trailer, I was like, why is this dude so fucking small?
Mm.
Yeah, anyway. I would have preferred someone less ripped, but at least bigger with muscle. It would have been alright. And if they had no martial arts experience, that's fucking fine. Because clearly that did not show up in this fucking movie.
I'm mixed about that. I agree, but you're right in this scenario, because this movie really didn't get it right when it came to the physicality of the fighting. The fact that they compared it, trying to say it's going to be like the Raid is a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you got Joe Taslim, he's got the talent, but the camera angles, it's like they didn't just have enough faith in the actors to just let them... That's what I love about the Raid. You see them doing everything they're doing on screen. In this movie, it's like jump cut, jump cut, jump cut. That's what you expect from Taken, because Liam Neeson can't do fight scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
I know he's an awesome actor. I like him a lot. But you watch Taken again if you don't believe me. Every time he's in a fight scene, it's jump cut like crazy, especially the later Taken movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because my dad loves those movies. But, it just pisses me off that they said this was going to be purely the best fighting, scenes in a fucking video game movie. The last fight with Liu Kang and Shang Tsung from the 1995 movie was fucking better than this.
True.
And they have no experience in martial arts.
How good was the reptile fight scene?
That was the best fight scene for me. Because Reptile did Reptile shit.
My question is, I'm so sad that you got beaten by Cole Young and fucking Sonya. So sad about that.
At least he died in a 3v1. At least he didn't die by one character.
Yeah, by two shit cunts.
And Kano, but like...
Yeah, but the Kano's just Kano. I like Kano. But the two shit cunts are just...
I just think it was awesome the way he used his acid, the invisibility... It was...
I don't like... I still don't like his look though. He looks like Mini Godzilla.
Yeah, I didn't like the look, but
he was like Killer Croc with Godzilla.
Yeah, the powers were so on point. That was the best thing about that scene.
I'm so
they
sad
really made him shine. Yeah, who knows? Well, you know what they're thinking, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Oh, sorry. You're saying?
I'll quickly finish. Is this? Shang Tsung said send Sizoth, which is Reptile's real name.
Yeah.
But most people don't know that, so they're gonna separate Sizoth and Reptile. So Reptile will be in the next movie.
If they called him that, I'd always be calling him Steinheiser. It's kind of like Rayco. I was calling him Raycon.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Raycon earbuds.
Yeah.
His ability is to peg earbuds at people.
Take this!
It would have been better than his stupid, dank, homeless breath. That was his superpower. Just breathing.
His hammer did look pretty shit.
Yeah. He had yellow teeth and fucking bruh.
Mate, the scarier guys at my local bloody pub.
Reiko is supposed to be the commanding general for Shao Kahn. He's supposed to be way fucking up there.
Yeah, and he looks up to Shao Kahn also. So he's more like had the armor that Shao Kahn.
He should also, if that's the case, show a bit more intelligence than just walking around yelling.
Not say a single word in this movie.
The comic Reiko was so fucking smart, but again, he did die from fucking Havoc.
Yeah.
Well, in this version, maybe, Shang Tsung's all about diversity, and he went to the mental health place to hire somebody to be his top dog, and he liked him. What's his ability?
He went to Nova Employment.
Over Reiko.
That's where he got him.
What do you say, Peter?
I preferred meat over Reiko. I swear.
Oh, yeah. for sure.
Meat. That'd be a funny thing if they included. I was actually expecting a lot of little side things, like references, but all we got was like...
There were a few.
Yeah,
there was the Indian, Nightwolf.
Cole Khan's on an Indian.
No, I can't never say Nightwolf.
Yeah.
And then there was the Tobias reference at the very early of the movie, where he was like he knocked out Eddie Tobias to win the championship, where it was a reference to John Tobias, who co-founded the game with Ed Boon. That was like one of the good references. Katana's fan was in the thing, even though Katana wasn't in the movie, but Melina was. It was in the trailer as well. What else was there?
Like I said, the Cole Khan, but we already touched on that.
Yeah. I can't remember anyone else in that.
No, there might have been little tinier things, but I don't think we noticed. They didn't really throw in that much.
No. Oh man, it's a fucking movie. What else is there?
Well, what do you guys think would have been made for a better story for the first film?
I wouldn't have even done like the tournament in the first movie.
I would have done like the fucking Shura, you and Link way first.
Yeah. I would have done exactly what I put on my YouTube channel. That would have been my first movie. The whole Scorpion and Sub-Zero thing.
Ah, you just have it about those two.
Only those two. Well, it's like they're the most noticeable icons in the franchise, so people will go and watch the movie. And second of all, they actually get backstory about the two characters.
If it was me, I would have made it a TV series. Every episode you can be touching on the characters and then they start working together over time, but give them all a bit of time, a good background story. You don't have to get too many characters, just a couple, and then you slowly introduce maybe a few others, but I think it could have... Mortal Kombat has such like potential, a massive story and all that. Could have been easily a TV series. Easily. And I think as I said this to you, I'd be happy if they just made more animated movies because of how good Legends was.
Yeah, and they have to get the actors right, like the actors right, and they can't like get their look wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly, they cannot stuff up the look at all. All they have to do is
have voice actors, but they already have voice actors because they have them from the games.
Literally, it's easy. Bro, just touching on Raiden again. You know how he said he helped get Scorpion back to the fucking, like, the living world?
Yeah.
How come he couldn't have done that earlier? When fucking Sub-Zero came, like, trying to fucking kill
Raiden should have done so much shit earlier.
I know, right?
He could have you know when Cole Young, like, rocks up with everyone and Liu Kang's explaining this dank shit in the fucking temple?
Yeah.
And then Cole Young looks at the fucking picture of Scorpion fighting Sub-Zero. And then Raiden could have been like, yes, that is your great ancestor. I have his kunai in my back pocket for 1,000 years, which I didn't give to you even though I picked up one of your ancestors. But you can have it now and unlock your powers. But no, he waits till the fucking end of the movie to do it.
There's one scene he should have done it. I actually just was putting some thought into it.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't want to give it to him until Cole proved himself and unlocked his bloody Arcana. But then, if that was the case, he should have given it to him straight away when they're in that void.
Exactly.
That would have made more sense. He's like, oh, you've proven yourself. Here's this. It should mean something to you. And that's, I think, that him having that is somehow what freed Scorpion. Speaking of Scorpion, why didn't they show him training in hell? He's just standing around some rocks.
He doesn't need training in hell. He already knows the fucking thing.
Yeah, but they just say it. There's a lot of times where they just say things that should have been massive scenes. He's like, and he trained and mastered his skills. And every time we see him, he's just like staring at the camera with fire, looking all menacing. It's like, oh, that's some good training.
That's so cool.
Bro, Scorpion did not even do a teleport.
Yeah, he didn't even do a teleport, that's right. I didn't even
He
notice
used his chains a lot, which was cool. He did use his chains a lot, at least.
Maybe they didn't have a budget where he could teleport, PJ.
Still, they had a budget to fucking make cool shit.
They should have just not had Goro. That would have saved them a lot of budget, and Goro was awful in this movie.
Goro was a fucking waste in this movie. Complete fucking waste.
I was saying, what's with that scene where Goro lifts up Cole Young, only to just hold him and just kind of look at his face, while his wife goes and gets an axe?
That's what he's gonna fucking do.
I'm thinking, like, why aren't you trying to rip his arms off, or you're punching him in the sides or something? He's just like holding him up, looking at him, sizing him up, looking up his nose.
They disrespected Goro so hard in this movie.
He did look pretty good.
He died to fucking Cole Young of all characters.
Yeah, isn't he supposed to be like a tournament champion, and he died to like
he beat the world's
shittest MMA fighter?
He beat Kung Lao's ancestor.
The great Kung Lao, who's way better than fucking Cole Young. But plot armor.
Yeah, they gave him his fucking Arcana, and his Arcana was plot armor.
Holy shit, do you reckon? I just realised something. Cole Young is the Brie Larson of the movie.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, bro.
Why
are you the best? 'Cause I'm the best. Yes.
I've just got this cool armor and I can just grow weapons.
Yes.
He's had no training in, yet he can use them like a boss.
Yes.
And literally, he's an MMA fighter, not a fucking martial art. That's not martial art, what am I saying? Fucking a weapon holder or some shit.
Yeah,
when he snapped Goro's arm. Well, he snapped Goro's arm. That's a bit MMA looking, but still, the Goro's arm would be so fucking hard to snap. It would be like a tree trunk.
Yeah, his bones would be so thick.
Yeah, bro.
He died. He was kind of nerfed. I'd say he was nerfed. Like the second he showed up, he could have easily, knocked Cole out, killed his family, and be like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Oh, that's another thing. Why did Cole Young's family not fucking die?
I know, right? Like fucking Hanzo's one.
Fucking Scorpion's family dies, but everything works out for Cole Young.
You're special.
Oh, there's one difference. Isn't there also a spike going into Scorpion's family where they're just frozen to death?
They would have died of hypothermia by then.
No, the fucking Hanzo's family got killed by fucking hypothermia or some shit.
Yeah, but they weren't even frozen that long. They were probably frozen for the exact same amount of time, if not less.
Exactly. So why is Cole Young's family not dead?
That doesn't make any fuck. Like I said, guilty pleasure movie. That's another retarded point right there.
Fucking hell. And then during the fight scene where fucking Scorpion Sub-Zero at the end, he's not even helping Scorpion. He's just punching the fucking eyes. Like what? Why?
He couldn't figure out how to use his big lighter power.
He couldn't use his brain.
And also how Pete was touching up like last night before. How the fuck did he understand Scorpion?
Yeah, dude does not even speak Japanese.
I don't think he knew what he's saying.
And then he just speaks Japanese, and then he's like, yes.
Hold on, but Scorpion said one thing like free your family or some shit, and he did that.
Yeah, okay, think of it like this. He could have looked at him and said, "I'm getting some fried rice after this," and Cole would have just been like, "Yep," and they would have started fighting. He didn't know what he was saying. He was just like, "Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, you must be him, I guess." And then he doesn't know what he's saying. He never said anything back to him. He just kind of looks at him. He never actually properly acknowledged that he knew what he was saying.
Another scene is where he talked to him through the spear at Cole so Cole could fucking throw it at Sub-Zero. He fully understood that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Like...
A question: if Raiden's not allowed to help out because he's an elder god, and
he is allowed to help.
Yeah,
it's not the tournament.
That's the thing. That's what I mean. The whole time, why didn't he do shit?
Oh my god! I just don't understand where they got the information from. He's only not allowed to help out in the tournament specifically.
Probably a 10-year-old.
No, the director probably went to his cousin's house, the niece or whatever is playing MK. He's like, so what's the story about? She's like, and he's like, yep, I know MK now.
Yeah, that's right.
It's good enough. I'm going to make the movie now.
Fucking first time director as well.
Yeah, they should have given it to somebody that could do a better story. They got a good producer on board, but yeah, there's certain things I liked about the movie, but fuck, did he really brag saying the fight scenes are going to be amazing like the Raid and all that?
Before the movie,
he's going to be like, it's going to be realistic, but also like the video.
It wasn't even as gory as he was making it out to be, as I did keep hearing about how violent it's going to be. It's not that bad. Like, fucking John
really
Wick is more brutal than that movie.
Yeah, with the pencil shit.
He was like, before the movie came out, he was like, there's one fatality that nearly made me throw up. I'm like, what? What fatality?
Clearly someone who hasn't seen many violent movies.
Yeah.
He's probably talking about Kung Lao's.
The Taro one, yeah. The one where he did the flawless victory kill.
It wasn't even that gory.
It wasn't.
You know the scene where in the trailer where we see, I keep on having a big spaz moment. Who's the chick that bites people? Melina. Yeah, okay. You know the scene where she's licking her knife?
With the blood
I would
have
thought... Yeah, I was expecting to see a scene with her in like some gladiator thing in the Netherrealm, and she's just brutalizing combatants. And I was like, you know the start in MK11 where her intro is like her stabbing someone in the eye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting to see something seriously brutal from that character, but no.
And then she grew teeth halfway through the fight.
Yeah.
With Cole Young. Like, what the fuck?
Why didn't they just give her that look immediately? Like, what's the point in having her just...
And they had the money to make a fucking to make her.
Her face at the start of that movie looks like she tried to suck off an exhaust pipe. It just started and went... It's all that shit on the side of her mouth.
Fucking oh my god.
Oh shit, what should we touch on next? This is hard, but the last time we did a podcast it felt easy.
Yeah. This is so hard to talk about because the movie is that bad.
You guys you want to give me shit for the fact that I like it, and I'll try to defend it.
Oh my god.
That nice one, PJ.
Hang on, what about Kung Lao, right? He does this mad flip teleport when he fucking does his intro, right? And then when he fights, all he does is use his hat like it's a fucking poking stick.
Yeah, I would have thought... when I saw him using his hat, I was like, you're going to kill him, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, isn't that thing supposed to be super sharp? Like, you're just going to kill him. But it just hits him, he just flies back. It's like bloody Captain America's shield.
Yeah. He's like supposed to throw his hat, and even if it misses, he can like teleport back to his head.
Yeah. They did not get the fighting of the characters right. I really don't think they did. The fact, like just what you're saying with the hat, like the hat's either like a blade that's going to cut, or it's just smacking people around, because it did both.
Yeah.
Cole Young's ability sucked, but considering the director kept saying, oh, he's the fighter that takes a lot of punishment, so it's like, oh, okay, and so his ability is that he just
doesn't make sense that he's fucking
take a lot of punishment.
Ancestor is Scorpion, but his fucking ability is armor.
Armor!
No, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense.
Why did he not have a fucking kunai as well? Or just like this flaming sword, or just something.
I kind of wish they stuck with how Scorpion in the original movie his chain came out of his hand, like it was a
That
part
was
of him.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
Where-
that though.
You didn't?
No, because like, sure, it'll work for Scorpion, but what about Hanzo? How will that work for him? He's not
Aren't they the
fucking
same?
Hellbender.
No, two
Hanzo
different
and
people.
Scorpion is a different personalities. Scorpion's more brutal, and I think Hanzo's more understanding.
So when does how does Hanzo become Scorpion? Does he just
He gets killed, and then
He kills
becomes
Scorpion,
the
and then
he becomes the
gets
persona
his
of
powers.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
oh, so someone kills Hanzo, he's going to become Scorpion.
Yes.
But in the movie, he says, "I'm Scorpion."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he's fucking Scorpion, because he teleported and everything.
Because it didn't make sense. They didn't explain how he became Scorpion. He just shows up at the end and says, "I am now Scorpion, remember this face." And then when he's talking, another point, he has to take off his mask and then put it back on.
Yeah.
And then he's going to talk to Cole, take his mask off, put it back on. And then he's going to talk to fucking his so-called hypothermia dead family, take it off, put it... Like, why?
He had it on when he said, "Get over here." Imagine if he took it off to do that. He shoots him and takes it off.
Go take it off. Put it back. And then pulls him with the chain. But,
Him and Sub-Zero could have swapped masks.
oh
Yeah, they could've.
God.
Oh, and also the
Yeah.
thing like we also complained about, the masks look too fucking big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. It reminded me of Dredd, Fisher Price helmet, Fisher Price mask.
I think we
just-
finally know who. I think we
Yeah.
finally know whose fault it is. Like, oh, the mask is too tight. I can't breathe. It's fucking Scorpion.
Yeah.
That's probably.
You reckon
Yeah.
he was good? He did really good though.
It was
his,
one of
like-
the actors complained about the mask being too small, and it might have been him.
His fight scene at the start of the movie, where you're actually seeing him, you're actually seeing all of that. That was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
It's almost like somebody else started filming afterwards.
But this is a WB problem. They're like, hey guys, we're going to give you the first 7 to 10 minutes of the movie, which is awesome. Now come and watch the rest of the movie. And then when you go buy the ticket, it's fucking shit.
Yeah,
They do this
I
a
really
lot.
did. I when I saw that, I was like, "Holy shit! This movie is going to be amazing." And then, yeah, what's
And
with Sonya's shit ass house? It's not fucking Kill Bill 2. What?
Why does she live in a rundown trailer park? She's a fucking
Yeah.
general of the fucking special forces. She's supposed to be loaded with money.
I would have figured she'd be living on a military base.
At least,
same here.
yes.
Like, the only reason why she's like super rich is because of Johnny Cage, but.
She hasn't met old Johnny Boy yet. Oh, speaking of Johnny Cage, who would you guys say should be cast for him?
Dean Winchester.
I'm going to look him up. Because I actually can't think of anybody that would be appropriate. The other day you guys were saying someone was thinking The Miz should be...
Yeah, that's what some people were thinking.
David who?
Dean Winchester.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look at him. Dean Winchester. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. He could do it.
They also thought the Star Wars actor might be him, or the
Chris Pratt, yeah. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds, that's another one. But to steal him from Marvel is a big fucking thing to do.
Also, the cockiness. He'd be too much... People would still be thinking they're looking at Deadpool a bit.
Yeah.
It's just... It's too similar. It's like he shot himself in the foot. He might want the role. He might be great for the role. But you're still... I'd be feeling like, how are we going to make Ryan Reynolds not look at all like Deadpool while acting like Johnny Cage when he's arrogant as hell, being cocky?
Also,
So, I don't know.
another thing about the fighting. Sonya did not do one Sonya move.
No, she did the fucking. No, she did one. Remember?
Well, which one was it?
Remember the pink fucking mechanic?
Oh, when she got her Arcana, but before that.
Oh yeah, she just blasts Melina.
She just throws fucking knives like she's Serena. She didn't do a leg grab. Her Arcana should have been Kiss.
But they don't even touch on that. They don't even touch on that on the game at all.
Yeah, but you know, fucking, they could have been like Arcana magic bullshit. Her kiss is toxic. I don't know, fucking something. The whole movie didn't make sense.
You know.
Isn't Sonya supposed to be more attractive as well?
Yes.
I just, you know what, I really went back to the fight scene of 1995, the end fight scene. I looked at her when she was chained up, I was like, wow. We fucking downgraded so hard.
Oh, she was a babe.
Yeah.
They even toned down her looks when they put her in the DLC in the game. And still she looked alright. MK11.
She was a base character roster, you fucking...
He's talking about the
Oh, you're talking about the... Yeah, that messed her face up. I don't know what's up with that.
It did look a bit weird. I heard they toned down her looks.
They done it with a few characters. Like, Scarlet looks weird, but her face model is amazing.
What? Her face model looks fucking weird to me. What the fuck are you on about?
No, like, Scarlet, the actual character, has a weird actual face.
Yeah,
But the person... Yeah, but the person who did the face model for her, she looks amazing.
You know, the voice actor's 49 for Scarlet.
No, I did not.
Fucking old.
True. Oh my god, what else can we talk about in this goddamn movie?
Well, we've touched on Raiden being a useless prick who doesn't help out, really. Do you guys agree that he got Kung Lao killed?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it might not be entirely his fault, but I'd say it's 80% his fault.
He has one job, and that's to protect everyone.
He treated them like Pokemon bloody trading cards. Is it literally, I swear he only brought Cole Young back to flex and just rub it in Shang Tsung's face. Yeah. And everyone looks at him all intimidated, like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's got a boner for Shang Tsung. That's what it looked like.
Why were they all intimidated by Cole? What do they all know about Cole that, like, the movie didn't show us? We just know he's got his golden sweater, and he can just get punched a lot. And he's got those things, but almost a lot of other characters look like they could fuck him up. He still has a face. Why didn't anyone punch him in the face?
And
it was like bloody... the big numpty just kept punching his body, not his face.
And a normal MMA guy could have beaten him, so what the fuck?
Yeah.
And the MMA guy was actually punching him in the face, like you were saying. For no reason.
Ridiculous.
That fight scene wasn't too bad. I was like, oh shit, so Cole actually isn't like a total... I thought he'd be a total pushover, but that was okay, and then, yeah, he lost. I thought they were going to make it out like he was getting his ass handed to him more than he was.
I like how they were like, he almost won. Fucking no, he didn't. He almost died. What? Fucking idiots.
Do we know anything about the sequel, or is it way too early for that? And also, was the movie successful enough to definitely think, okay, we're definitely doing a sequel?
There's enough casual idiots out there. I don't care what people fucking say about me. There's enough fucking casual spastics out there that supported this fucking movie that there's another one.
What do you think about the increase in the game player base now because of this movie?
Before we get to that, by the way, Joe Taslim said he has signed for 4 MK movies.
4. What the hell's the second movie? The second movie's probably going to be them finding each other and Shang Tsung's got his army. Like he said, next time you see him, you'll have an army.
Yeah, and his army might be one person. Who knows?
But he's not allowed to have an army. Remember in the tournament? He's only allowed to put like 10 fighters.
I don't know.
I don't think they're going too close to source material. They're kind of dancing around a lot of things. Taking liberties.
Also, PJ was saying earlier because I'm a huge fan of the MCU. He was like, you compare the comics to the MCU and it's drastically different. And a lot of people give a lot of people shit for comparing the MK movie to the MK games. At least the fucking MCU makes sense. This fucking movie, MK movie, does not make any fucking sense. What was the direction of this movie?
Suck cocks every day.
It was just a bit weird. The original movie made sense. Raiden, here we go. We've got a tournament coming up. We need fighters. Tournament.
Yeah.
Earth wins. But you know,
that was didn't make sense in
easy.
the MK1 movie was a reptile thing. Like, how the fuck do I go and statue? No, I'm human.
Yeah, that was weird. It's just such a simple formula. I don't know why they can't just fucking follow it.
That's because he was a stone cold player, PJ.
Wasn't me. I didn't say anything. What?
No, he's talking about reptile statue.
Oh.
Anyway, you were talking about something before I interrupted you, Pete.
Oh, I don't know. I was probably waffling on about some bullshit.
No, it was a topic you brought up.
You were just saying he loves Raiden.
No, I was saying that. So we talked on the movie, like, the original is superior. Fuck, you guys are making me want to bring it down to a 6.
I'm telling you, it's not that good.
I still enjoyed it. Well, let me say this. The music isn't as bad as you guys are making it out to be. Yes, the ending song is like MDMA max, but throughout the movie itself, the music was fine.
I was fucking ready.
They could use the VG Vegas one. What the fuck?
I was gonna get my glow sticks, turn all the fucking lights off, and start hacking. I was fucking ready.
I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, when I heard that song for the first time, I was like, it's starting interesting, but why does it? Since when was MK like a fucking rave?
Yeah, it was a fucking rave. It might as well. That's what the movie should have been. They all just team up and then they have a fucking dance battle rave off with fucking Shang Tsung. That's what it should have been. It would have been more entertaining.
You know what?
I wouldn't mind seeing the version that Michael J. White, the one that he had that thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Probably a bit too gritty and dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that could have been something. That could have been more entertaining than this.
Oh, yeah.
I still think Michael J. White would be fucking perfect for Jax. I had no problems with the actor that did Jax. He actually was great.
Yeah,
but
he was pretty good.
I agree with you. Not every actor has to be perfect. As in they can do the fighting and all that. Look is really important with these characters, which is why Ludi Lin is. I like him. But it just doesn't. It just takes it in the fact that Luke Kang's supposed to be a lot bigger. It's like I keep saying with Batman. Not one Batman movie has got his physicality right. He's meant to be like a giant, like what Kane looked like when he was younger in the wrestling. Just a huge guy.
No, he's like a bodybuilder who knows martial arts.
They don't...
Batman has a bodybuilder fucking physique.
Yeah, the Christian... I'd love to talk about this, but we're going to go too off topic. Yeah.
What was the point of bringing Natara in this movie just to see her fucking die?
She was like she was like Slipknot in Suicide Squad.
It literally,
you know that dude who got killed straight away?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a huge fuck you middle finger to everyone that actually likes the character. Second of all, the character is super fucking powerful. And they just made her look like a shitbox in this movie.
Well, compared to the other combatants, she's pretty weak.
Yeah, but like her powers are fucking off the charts.
I was expecting fatalities against a lot of nobodies, and main characters, if they lost, they kind of just scuttle away a bit. Maybe one or two get killed, but...
Like the games, there's a lot of NPCs that die, And they could have just hired a whole lot of fucking people where Kung Lao really could have flexed. And, like, he could have thrown his hat and, like, taken off, like, 6 heads or something.
Yes. Yes, like the ninjas at the start.
Yeah. Like,
they should have had more throwaway characters. Like the original MK movie, when Sub-Zero shows everyone what he can do. That was perfect. Better writers is what that movie needed.
Yeah. It's just...
Yeah, fuck, it's now a 6. For me, it's a 6. Like, it's, for me, 5 is like, yeah, it's decent. I'm still going to call it, like, I still enjoy the movie, so it's a 6. But, yeah, fuck. Oh, you're talking to somebody that likes Last Action Hero, man.
Yeah. What else about
And you're also talking to someone that likes Kung Fu fucking...
Kung Fu Hustle, Jesus.
I liked that movie. I still like that movie.
We'll get back on topic. Shut the fuck
Emily Young, fucking the stupidest person in this movie. Throw your uppercut! Bitch, what? He's getting banged up by fucking Goro. How are you gonna reach Goro when he's like 8 foot tall?
They weren't really reacting to the fact that, you know, Goro, I mean, that's just like, oh, yeah, it's fucking, it looks, most people would be running and getting the fuck out of there. Yes. But then again, as soon as Cole Young grows his golden
sweater
blouse,
yeah.
Well, why are they all just acting like they're not freaking the fuck out?
Because they're men.
Like, the woman should have just been like, ah! And like, it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, trying to get the daughter out of there, not just standing around looking, ooh. A normal mother would have been trying to protect the kid, man. Would have just been getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Instead, they just hang around.
And why would you fucking try and chop fucking Goro for fucking axe?
Oh, it was just a shit fatality. It's just, Goro should not have been in the movie.
He was talking about when the wife hit him in the back with the axe.
Oh, well, what else is she going to like, peg a didgeridoo at the back of his head?
No, she just flash him.
Just flash it.
Goro would have dropped the collar straight away.
Imagine if she did that and Cole Young's powers retracted. He lost them. You bitch!
You see 2 big things coming out of Goro's beard?
Oh, God.
Goro should have dominated the shit out of him. That was his first real fight, too, like...
That was his only appearance in the movie.
He should have been in, like, if there's going to be 4 movies, he's like a boss, you know?
Well, I'm scared for Kintaro.
Who's going to be more of an intimidating presence, then, if they treated Goro like a punk?
Motaro. He's like a centaur.
Do you think Kotal Khan will be in it?
No.
I don't even know.
There's no knowing what they're going to do with the sequel because I don't think anyone was prepared, including the writers, for the first.
Yeah. How embarrassed must you be if you're Ed Boon?
I think he'd be happy that the game's getting a lot more attention, but as the movie goes, he probably would have been like, we could have done a better job with the story.
Yeah, he could have created a better movie himself.
He doesn't want to publicly shit on it. It's like a lot of the people associated with Game of Thrones don't publicly shit on the last season.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't lend his voice to the fucking Scorpion. I wonder if they reached out to him to do it or not.
I'm glad they didn't, because if they did, then I wouldn't have ever wanted to see Scorpion's face or hear him talk.
That's another problem.
That would have been just so weird.
Yes.
What's that?
He fucking talks Japanese the whole fucking movie.
I said that.
Yeah. Did you say this earlier?
I think I did, yeah.
Then he yells, "Get over here" in English.
He probably practiced that for 10 years. I'd also get over here in fucking English.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. I don't know how. If he yelled it out in Japanese, that would have That's all that you would have seen people making fun of in the comments section on YouTube. Everyone was mostly just banging on about, is it a birthmark? What's a birthmark? That wasn't that bad.
It wasn't a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen. And then Jax has been chosen to fucking die.
I don't know, Nav. I don't know what else we can say about this movie.
Fucking
we touched on all the shit.
We've touched on most of it. It's like, okay, we've talked about the characters, we've talked about the story. None of us have any idea. The problem is, we can't really
use one gun in this fucking movie. And she's from the Special Forces.
Yeah, she didn't, and she didn't have a gun on her the whole time.
Even in her house.
Was there any guns in the movie?
There was one where Jax got it destroyed by Sub-Zero.
Oh, yeah, that weird-looking shotgun.
Yeah.
Shotgun? Fucking hell.
That was a shotgun.
It doesn't matter, because Sub-Zero exploded the fucking gun with his arms, so...
That was a cool scene.
It was a cool scene where he just fucking pushed him off the edge.
Behan should have just killed Cole's family. Like, when he takes him...
No, we haven't.
No, we said it was dumb that they weren't dead, but I'm saying that he should have just killed them. Cole should have gone through, seen them dead, and that's when I say he should have unlocked his Arcana, and it should have been all fire and rage.
It would have been...
That would make more sense.
It would have been cool if, like, in that moment, like what you just said, he saw his family die and then he gets all angry. It would have been cool in that moment, Scorpion takes over his body.
Yes.
That would have made sense.
Yes, and then, like, he leaves him. Like, that's how he gets his Arcana, like, it leaves parts. Mm. Yeah. Like, he's just, I could see him, like, running up and with his MMA, like, punching and all that, but his fists are like fire.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. That would have been, people would be, oh, you know, but...
It would have made sense too, but...
It makes me depressed thinking about that and now thinking about his shit ability. He pulls a lot of weird facial expressions too in that movie. I was saying to you last night, Lewis Tan is not a bad actor, but that movie made him look like a bad actor.
I actually like Lewis Tan.
Yeah, he's good. That movie, just the way
do. It's just this fucking movie.
The part where they're in that bloody weird Matrix place.
The Void.
The Void. That looked like a daytime movie scene. Hey guys, let's just all believe in ourselves and keep fighting. It was just it was just shit. Why is he the one to say that? Why is Raiden just once again sitting there just scratching his nuts?
Like 1 hour area. You're fucking useless. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, now he's like, let's all listen to him.
I love you guys.
My fucking God. It would have been better if he just says, we have the power of family. It would have been better if he just said that, eh?
Well, that was Cole's power, family.
Yeah, they could have fucking crossed over with Fast and Furious then or some shit, I don't know.
Oh, imagine that. They'd all still lose to Vin Diesel, we all know that.
Yeah.
It'd take like 10 Jaxes to hold him down.
Yes. Because he stole the super soldier serum from the MCU. He's changed over there and he came back, yeah. Fucking hell.
I don't know. I think the fact that if we touch on the game now, because it's brought a lot of new players. I mean, you look at the PlayStation Store now, and it's right there up front. Mm-hmm. This might make Earthrealm start thinking maybe we should start working on the sequel.
They're working on a Marvel game apparently, though. Apparently.
That's a rumor.
Yeah.
Some studios can work on multiple projects, though. Like, they could just start doing the groundwork.
NetherRealm's never done that, though.
Oh, they only focus on one thing at a time?
One at a time, yeah.
Well, then it makes sense, because they've pretty much had a good track record with quality.
Yeah.
guess you wanted to chat further about this movie?
I'd... Yeah, go PJ, just go.
Lesbian.
Alright, fair enough. Anyway, any last comments on, like, the movie or anything?
No.
No.
We all agreed shit.
Yes.
Yes. Alright. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to the podcast. We'll see you guys next time.